Warren Buffett is worth over $141 billion, and he's an introvert. In fact, he used to be so terrified of public speaking that he'd rather take a punch than give a presentation. So how did a shy kid who dodged speeches end up commanding stadiums full of people? Today I'll show you how Buffett turned introversion from a so-called weakness into a billion-dollar superpower, and how you can too. Warren Buffett, often called the Oracle of Omaha, is not only one of the world's most successful investors, but also one of the wealthiest individuals alive, with a fortune exceeding $141 billion. His reputation for wisdom and discipline has made him a global icon in finance and business. But here's what many people don't realize: Buffett is a self-described introvert. In his younger years, the thought of public speaking made him so anxious that he would feel physically sick. He avoided any class that required presentations, and for a time, he shaped his life around escaping situations that forced him into the spotlight. Yet that same man now speaks confidently to tens of thousands at Berkshire Hathaway's annual meetings. How did he do it? And what can introverts learn from his journey? Buffett's story proves something powerful. Introversion is not a weakness to fix, it's a strength to harness. His lessons are not theoretical. They come from real experience, hard-earned growth, and the courage to face personal limitations head-on. Are you ready to turn your introversion into your greatest advantage? Whether you've struggled with fear, avoided the spotlight, or simply felt overlooked in a noisy world, the right mindset can change everything. Comment below with the phrase "My introversion is my superpower," and I'll give your comment a heart. If this is resonating with you, tap the like button and subscribe. It's a small step that helps this channel grow and keeps powerful insights coming your way. Together, we'll learn how to stop seeing introversion as a limitation and start using it as the key to your success. Here are Buffett's 7 best pieces of advice for introverts, wisdom that can transform not only your career, but also your confidence in life. 1. Face your fears early and do it deliberately. You have to do it. The sooner you do it, the better. It's much easier to learn the right habits when young. Buffett's most life-changing advice is simple but uncomfortable. Don't run from your fears, walk toward them, one step at a time. He admits that his fear of public speaking once dictated his decisions. In high school and college, he avoided every class that required him to speak in front of others. But eventually, he realized something sobering: his career would hit a ceiling if he couldn't communicate. That realization pushed him to enroll in a Dale Carnegie public speaking course. The first time, he backed out. The second time, he paid in cash so he couldn't make an excuse to quit. For introverts, the lesson is not to throw yourself into overwhelming situations, but to tackle your fears in manageable doses. 1. Speak up once during a team meeting. 2. Practice sharing ideas with trusted friends. 3. Join a group like Toastmasters, where mistakes are expected, not punished. Every small step builds confidence. The longer you wait, the stronger fear becomes. So ask yourself, what is the one fear that if I faced it now, would change my future? 2. Use your introvert deep thinking superpower. Warren Buffett once said, "I insist on spending a lot of time almost every day just sitting and thinking. That is very uncommon in American business. I read and think." In a world obsessed with speed, networking, and constant activity, Buffett's approach is almost radical. He spends hours each day reading, thinking, and processing information in solitude. This is where introverts have a distinct edge. While others burn energy in endless meetings and rushed decisions, introverts can step back, observe, and connect dots others miss. Deep, uninterrupted thinking is a rare skill and a competitive advantage. To apply this in your life: 1. Schedule thinking time into your calendar as seriously as a meeting. 2. Read widely, not just in your field, but across history, science, psychology, and art. 3. Keep a journal of insights and patterns you notice. The truth is, in a noisy world, the one who thinks clearly will always outpace the one who only reacts. Ask yourself, when was the last time I slowed down enough to truly think about where I'm going? 3. Communicate through preparation, not performance. If you can't communicate, it's like winking at a girl in the dark. Nothing happens. Buffett often says that good communication skills can dramatically boost your value. But he didn't become a great communicator by suddenly becoming charming or spontaneous. He became great through preparation. His annual letters to Berkshire Hathaway shareholders are legendary for their clarity. He writes as if speaking to a single friend, stripping away jargon so anyone can understand. Introverts don't need to mimic extroverted energy to be effective communicators. Your strength lies in clarity, thoughtfulness, and substance. That means 1. Prepare before meetings so you're ready to contribute meaningfully. 2. Refine your writing skills. It's often the clearest reflection of your thinking. 3. Practice active listening so your responses are deliberate, not rushed. Preparation is not a crutch, it's a strategic advantage. Ask yourself, if I took an extra 30 minutes to prepare, how much more powerful could my message be? 4. Build relationships on trust, not volume. You can't make a good deal with a bad person. Many people believe success depends on having an endless network of contacts. They attend every event, shake hundreds of hands, and collect business cards like trophies. Buffett does the opposite. He builds a small circle of trusted relationships and guards it fiercely. For introverts, this is liberating. You don't have to force yourself into every room or chase every connection. What matters is quality over quantity. Relationships built on mutual respect, trust, and shared values. Think of your network as a carefully tended garden. A few strong plants, nurtured with care, will feed you for a lifetime. A field full of shallow roots will wither when the storm comes. To apply this 1, be intentional about who you spend time with. 2. Invest deeply in a handful of meaningful relationships. 3. Always keep your word, even in small things. Trust is built in whispers but destroyed in shouts. Ask yourself, if the noise of the world went silent tomorrow, who would still stand beside me, and why? 5. Protect your energy like a rare asset. The difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything. Warren Buffett. In a culture that glorifies busyness, Buffett reminds us that time and energy are the most valuable currencies we have. He spends much of his day free from back-to-back obligations, allowing space for thinking, reading, and making high-quality decisions. For introverts, this advice is gold. Constant activity drains us, and saying yes to everything dilutes both our focus and our effectiveness. Every yes is a trade-off. When you give your time away, you give a piece of your future away too. Protect your energy by saying no to opportunities that don't align with your priorities. Blocking time for rest and recovery as deliberately as you would for work. Recognizing that doing less can sometimes lead to achieving more. Ask yourself, if my time is the most valuable thing I own, am I spending it or wasting it? 7. Invest in yourself. By far the best investment you can make is in yourself. Learn to communicate better, both in writing and in person. Buffett doesn't just believe in investing money, he believes in investing in you. Skills, knowledge, mindset, these are assets no one can take from you, and they grow more valuable the longer you nurture them. For introverts, this philosophy is a perfect fit. We naturally lean toward depth, focus, and mastery. Buffett has spent decades reading voraciously, studying not just business numbers but human behavior, history, and global trends. His knowledge compounds like interest, making each decision he makes sharper than the last. The beauty of self-investment is that it amplifies what you already do well, while also filling in the gaps that could hold you back. For introverts, this means doubling down on your strengths, deep thinking, analysis, focus, while also strengthening areas like communication, so your ideas can travel farther than you do. Here's how to begin. 1. Read relentlessly. Not just in your field, read widely. Economics, psychology, biographies, science, philosophy. Knowledge is the raw material of wisdom. 2. Seek mentors. Find people who value your working style and can help refine it, rather than trying to mold you into an extrovert. 3. Develop rare skills. Focus on areas where you can become an expert, whether that's strategy, research, writing, or technical mastery. 4. Communicate intentionally. Even a great idea is powerless if it never leaves your head. Practice expressing your thoughts clearly, whether in writing, presentations, or one-on-one conversations. Ask yourself, if I spent the next year building one skill that would double my value, what would it be, and why haven't I started yet? Warren Buffett's life is proof that introverts don't have to fight their nature to achieve greatness. He didn't transform into an extrovert to become one of the most respected leaders in business. Instead, he turned his quiet tendencies into assets, his patience into precision, his selectivity into focus, his love of solitude into a laboratory for deep thinking. In a noisy world that rewards the loudest voice, the introvert's power is different. It's found in listening when others rush to speak. It's in seeing what others overlook. It's in choosing not to chase every path, but to walk the right one with unshakable purpose. Your introversion isn't a barrier, it's a blueprint. It gives you the ability to think deeply, work deliberately, and connect meaningfully, but only if you stop seeing it as something to hide and start treating it as something to refine. The question is no longer, how can I be more like them? The real question is, what could I achieve if I became the most skilled, most focused version of myself? The answer might surprise you, and if Warren Buffett's journey is any indication, the world might be waiting for it. Warren Buffett's life teaches us a profound truth. You do not have to change your personality to succeed. You have to understand it, embrace it, and use it wisely. Being an introvert is not a limitation, it's a strategic advantage when you learn how to channel it. Your quiet nature can give you focus in a distracted world. Your preference for deep thinking can produce insights that change industries. Your deliberate approach to relationships can create unbreakable trust, but only if you choose to act. Because no amount of potential matters unless it's put to work. So here's the question I leave you with. If Warren Buffett could transform from a shy young man who avoided the spotlight into one of the most respected voices in business, what's stopping you from doing the same with your life? The world doesn't need more noise, it needs more depth. It doesn't need more people speaking, it needs more people saying something worth hearing. Maybe that someone is you. If you learned even one thing today, do me a favor, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below. Remember, this is not about looking rich, it is about living free. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.